what's going on, y'all? This be Lil Jezzyman back in here for the remix, back in here with another reaction type of video. Now today, hey, I'm on a new PC. Can you tell? Everything's smooth, frame rate looking cool and shit. Gotta get my camera settings just right, but we in here. Hell yeah, hell yeah. What was I gonna say? Try not to laugh challenge, try not to smile type of reaction type of video. Hell yeah. We ain't just doing Brewstew. I got Brewstew, SagaTheYoungin, Dope J. Got a little bit of everything in here. I ain't even seen these videos yet. I saved them just for this video so I could like genuinely try not to laugh. Hell yeah, hell yeah. So I could. Why are we trying to not laugh in today's world? Y'all get what I'm saying. Anyway, but yeah, new PC. Everything's smooth. My computer ain't being an op no more. I'm running the videos in 720p while reacting to them and shit. Hell yeah, y'all know what it be like. Let's get it. Ow.
Alright, now throughout my life, I've experienced plenty of awkward situations. I don't know if I'm like some sort of awkwardness magnet or what, but they tend to happen quite often. And today I'd like to go over 3 specific awkward situations that were a little bit more awkward than usual, if you will. Now, this first story occurred a long time ago when I was driving home from work one day. I pull up in front of my house, and that's when I notice that there's a neighbor kid in my yard poking a dead squirrel with a wiffle ball bat. Now, I really didn't think this was all that weird at first. Hell, if anything, I was kind of excited for the kid. I was like, oh, look at that. A kid playing with a dead animal, just like the olden times when I was a child. How neat. So I get out of my car, and I yell out to this kid nonchalantly, hey, what you doing over there? Are you making a new friend? Now this kid looks up at me, and all of a sudden just starts wailing his ass off. Now, I don't know if you've ever accidentally made a child cry openly in public, but it's a wildly uncomfortable situation to be in. He runs over to his dad, who's cutting the grass at the time. And side note, I don't really know this kid's dad all that well. I mean, we've been neighbors.
Did that count as me smiling, or is that just one of them awkward smiles? Like, yeah, it'd be like that. I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna try to keep a straight face. Let's go.
Cutting the grass at the time. And side note, I don't really know this kid's dad all that well. I mean, we've been neighbors for years at this point, but, well, we've only really had one actual conversation before. And that conversation went something along the lines of me being like, hey there, neighbor, how's it going?
Here's one thing you need to do before you buy anything online.
Dead, chilling with
Don't
a switch,
spend another dime on Amazon until
Tell me
you
where to
watch
spend
this
my money,
first.
nigga.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll probably go fuck myself. How about that? Well, this guy cuts off his lawnmower, and he says to me, how did he put it? Oh, yeah, that's right. He said, what the fuck did you just say to my kid? Now, at first, I didn't know what to say. I mean, everything happened so fast. I thought I just asked the kid what he was doing. But judging by his reaction, hell, I might have told him to go fuck himself, and then I was gonna go kill his family dog. I just asked if he was making a new friend. With a dead fucking squirrel? Yeah, well, it's kind of weird when you put it like that. Don't ever talk to my kid again, you fucking pervert. What the hell's the matter with you? And just like that, that was the end of the discussion. He went back to cutting his grass. I'm labeled as the fucking neighborhood pervert now. And for the rest of the years that I lived there, I'm pretty sure he slandered my ass silly to the rest of the neighborhood. Hey, watch out for this guy. He'll fucking try to get your kid to play with dead animals. Be on the lookout. So after that little instance, I decided I'm just not gonna talk to people anymore. To hell with casual conversation. Because one minute you're asking a kid a question, and the next minute you're on a goddamn registry of some sort. It's stupid. But even when I do manage to keep my mouth shut, I still find myself in plenty of awkward situations. Like, for example, not too long ago, I was at Kroger's buying beer. And Kroger's, for those of you that don't know, is a grocery store in the Midwest. You might have like an Albertsons where you live, or like a Winn-Dixie, or whatever the fuck Florida people have. But here we have Kroger's, aka K. Rogers, aka Kenny Rogers. That's what I call it.
Hell yeah, that got a smile out of me. Fuck yeah, K. Rogers. Me and my girl get Kroger brand shit all the time. I'm gonna call it K. Rogers. That's tight as fuck. That wasn't for me laughing though. That's because that's a tight thing to say. Hell yeah, that still counts, I guess.
Albertsons where you live, or like a Winn-Dixie, or whatever the fuck Florida people have. But here we have Kroger's, aka K. Rogers, aka Kenny Rogers. That's what I call it. So anyways, I'm at the Kenny Rogers with my case of Miller Lite, when suddenly my wife calls me up on the phone, and she's like, hey, sorry to make you do this, but I really need you to buy me a box of tampons. And please, for the love of God, don't make this into a shitty little internet cartoon. Now, I know a lot of husbands are embarrassed to buy lady products for their wives. They get all paranoid for whatever reason, like somebody's gonna call their ass out, like, ah, sick, look, this dude's buying tampons. Those are for women, you sick fucking pervert. But I don't get embarrassed. That's never been an issue for me. Hell, if anything, I'll hoist that damn box of tampons above my head like it's a fucking Stanley Cup.
Right?
Attention, all of Kenny Rogers. I am a man buying tampons for my bleeding wife. So I'm standing in line for the cashier, holding my case of Miller Lights and my box of Tampax Pearls. Well, it was right about then that I start thinking about something that I saw on TV a while back. And that something was like an episode of 60 Minutes or some shit, where they were doing a story about teenagers who soaked tampons in alcohol, and then they, shove them up their asses to get super drunk. I'm not making this up. This is a real fucking thing I seen on TV. Yep. The news anchor was like, "Are your kids shoving beer-infused tampons up their assholes? More at 11." Or whatever the fuck he said. Well, now I start getting a little paranoid because now I look like the goddamn poster child of this new-fangled teenage trend. I look back at the dude behind me, and he's giving me a look like he fucking seen the same episode of 60 Minutes that I did. Boy, looks like you got quite the night planned out for yourself now, don't you? So I go to check out, and I can tell that the cashier is totally perplexed at my choice of groceries. He's looking at the tampons and beer, then back at me, and then back at the tampons and beer, and he's trying to figure out what the fuck the correlation is between these two products. Well, now I feel like I have to speak up and try to defend myself to some degree. Look, it's really not...
This happened with me one time. My daughter, it was like cold flu season like a few years ago. It was her first like real cold. I had to go to the Walmart and get a bunch of like extra strength child's like cough syrup relaxant, but at the same time me and her mama wanted to make shots, so I got a bunch of sparkling soda water too. So I go up to the conveyor belt with a bunch of like syrup and a bunch of sparkly water, and then when I got to the dude, I was like, "It's not what it looks like." He started busting up. He must have been thinking it too. It was funny as shit. But I've had a moment like this before.
The beer. And he's trying to figure out what the fuck the correlation is between these two products. Well, now I feel like I have to speak up and try to defend myself to some degree. Look, it's really not what it looks like, okay? What's not what it looks like? The beer and the tampons. I'm not, like, doing anything weird with them. Why would I think that in the first place? Oh, because apparently teenagers soak these things in alcohol, and then they shove them up their assholes. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what? Never mind. Forget everything I said. I have to leave now. And then I promptly ran out of that Kenny Rogers like the building was on fire, and I haven't been back there since. Crikey, that pervert's totally jamming them things up his bumhole. All right, so now all of a sudden I'm the neighborhood pervert, and I'm the guy who shoves tampons up my ass. That's quite the reputation I'm building for myself. What can I say? Now, thankfully, this last story has less to do with me and more to do with a couple of friends of ours. Now, these aren't exactly close friends, I would say. At least not close enough for me to not tell this story to the general public. But I will change their names in this shitty cartoon to protect their privacy, if you will. So this story begins with me and my wife going on a canoe trip with our friends, Jimothy and Stenifer. And this wasn't a very crazy canoe trip that we took. It was only like 4 hours or so. You shoot your ass down a river and try not to drown. Then they pick you up in a van and take you back to the parking lot. Nothing awkward about that, right? Well, after the trip's over, we're standing there waiting for the shuttle to pick us up, and good old Jimothy over here starts talking about this vacation that they took in Wisconsin. Dude, Wisconsin is badass. There's fucking cheese, and there's cows, and there's more cheese. Now, I did not give a fuck about this story to begin with because, well, who the hell takes a vacation to Wisconsin in the first place? But I try to be polite. I stand there and listen to a story. Oh, well, that's pretty neat. Wisconsin, huh? Never heard of the place. Well, Jimothy decides to pull out his phone to show me this Airbnb that they stayed at, and this is where things get a little weird. Now, you have to understand that all this happened in a matter of seconds, so I'm gonna have to slow things down and do a little play-by-play. First, Jimothy pulls out his phone. He then pulls up his web browser. On his web browser was a Google search that I'm assuming Jimothy Googled prior to this canoe trip. And that Google search, of course, was pegging for beginners. Now, if you're not familiar with what pegging is, well, my ass is not going to tell you. That's a version of the birds and...
That's not even funny. That's just weird, bro. Oh, damn. I don't know if that counts, because I don't know if the cartoon made... I'm not smiling. I'm not smiling about that at all. That's... Boy, that's different. All right, you going on a romantic trip with your lady, right? That's not. Why am I trying not to smile right now? The cartoon's not on. You going on a romantic trip with your lady? Boy, that's different. I ain't no kink shaming. Everybody. Hey, oh my God! Imagine your homie has that. That's okay. Now it's funny.
On his web browser was a Google search that I'm assuming Jimothy.
Why do you need for beginners? Like. Is there like an advanced like difficulty to this?
Slow things.
Never mind.
Down and do a little play-by-play. First, Jimothy pulls out his phone. He then pulls up his web browser. On on his web browser was a Google search that I'm assuming Jimothy Googled prior to this canoe trip. And that Google search, of course, was pegging for beginners. Now, if you're not familiar with what pegging is, of course, was pegging.
February 22, 23, curious about AKA. Okay, if you read the bottom of the screen, if you can see it, it tells you what it is.
For beginners. Now, if you're not familiar with what pegging is, well, my ass is not going to tell you. That's a version of the birds and bees I'm not trying to fucking have with the general public, all right? Just know that it's a very intimate activity between Jimothy and Jennifer, Stenifer, and I'm sure neither of their asses wanted me to know about it. Well, in the fraction of the second that this all took place, Jimothy's ass abruptly turns off his phone, and he's like, you guys want to talk about something else? Fuck Wisconsin. Canoeing is fun, wasn't it? I love canoeing so much. Now, I don't know how you're supposed to handle a situation such as this, but I just pretended that I didn't see what I saw, even though I totally saw what I fucking seen. All I can say is that van ride back was extremely awkward, and casual conversation was very difficult. Boy, those rapids that we encountered sure were a pain in the ass, weren't they? You'd fucking know, wouldn't you? Huh? Nothing. Yeah, at least it was nice and calm on that last leg of the river. So yeah, there you have it. There's 3 awkward situations that I really wish I wasn't a part of. I'm sorry that 2 out of the 3 stories had to do with things being inserted into asses, but that's the way it goes. Like Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ass stories ain't bad. And to Jimothy, if you're out there watching this, which, you know, there's a good chance that you are, I'm sorry I had to slander your ass 6 ways to Sunday, and I wish you no hard feelings whatsoever. Unless, of course, those hard feelings are in your asshole. Then I wish you all the hard feelings. All of them in the whole wide world. The end.
Whew, that was different.
Brewstew.com.
I hear my cats in the other room playing, being loud as hell, and I hope it's not waking up my family, because I got shit to do. All right, let's go. Saga the Youngin's up next.
I love shopping the Real Real.
All right, I ain't seen this one. I saw it playing, and I was like, this is funny as fuck, and I paused it and added it to it.
It's luxury brands up to.
Alright, so a while back, I had a very strange encounter.
Hold on, why does the volume sound very different? Okay, run it.
Alright, so a while back, I had a very strange encounter with a very strange lady. But before we get into the shenanigans that went down in this video, I would like to thank Fiverr for sponsoring today's video. And this sponsorship is a little bit different because Fiverr is actually teaming up with FaZe Blaze to bring the gaming community together while we're all stuck inside of our houses right now. I'm sure most of you guys know any programming or game design experience at all. The only requirement is April 13th, so I'll put a link to submit your ideas at the top. And I see very share ideas. So good luck to all of you guys that enter the contest and submit your ideas. Alright, so a while back, I had a very strange encounter with a very strange lady. And I still don't really know what her deal was, but this took place about 4 years ago at a grocery store of all places for somebody to try and sell me something questionably legal and safe, not in a dark alley in the middle of the night, not behind like some old sketchy gas station, nah, right in front of the grocery store in broad daylight. And the reason I was even at the grocery store in the first place wasn't even to buy groceries, it was because, and this is gonna sound confusing, but we had to take pictures of specific food items for this project in one of my classes. I don't know, it sounds as strange and confusing as it did to me at the time, but this was before I could drive, so I got dropped off and started walking around the store, taking pictures of what I needed to. Everybody's probably looking at me, all confused as to why I'm taking pictures of fruits. I really should have just finessed pictures off Google Images, printed off some random photos. I could have easily avoided this whole thing, but I guess I didn't think of that at the time. So I finished up in the store, and as I'm walking to the front of the store to wait for my ride, there's these 2 pillars right outside, and I noticed that the one on the left has this lady leaning against it, and she's holding a cigarette, just kind of staring into the sky as if she's like contemplating life or something, just standing there smoking. So I don't really think much of it, but I'm trying to have my personal space, right? So I go lean against the opposite pillar while I wait for my ride. And I'm not even doing anything other than just minding my own business, but she keeps glancing over, like giving me these looks. I'm trying to figure out, like, did I do something wrong? Like, why does she keep looking at me like that? And then she stands up off of her pillar and starts walking over to me, but it's the slowest walk you've ever seen. Got my anxiety going all the way up. I'm trying to figure out if something's about to happen, why she's taking so long to walk over. I think Bobby Shmurda's hat had time to fall all the way back down before she got over to me. But she finally makes it all the way over and goes, "What you up to?" And I'm like, you know, just got out of the grocery store. Considering she just saw me walk out the doors, I thought that would have been kind of obvious. And then out of the blue, at random, she just goes, "Are you into herbs at all?" What, herbs? Where did that come from? But I tell her, nah, I'm not particularly into herbs, no. And I already could tell that this woman was a little loopy, just from the way she was looking at me earlier, to the goofy shuffle she was doing to get over here. Something just wasn't quite right with her. And then she goes, would you like to possibly consider buying some herbs from me? I'm like, nah, no herbs. I don't really need any herbs right now, but thanks for the offer, I guess? And that should have been the end of the conversation right there. But instead of turning around and leaving, she just kept going. And this whole time since she started talking, she's been slowly inching closer and closer to me. So by now, personal space is not a thing that exists anymore. It was actually kind of creeping me out with how close she was getting. But this lady was just not taking no for an answer. So she asked me again, are you sure? Like, these are the most quality herbs you'll ever get the chance to buy. This is a one-time opportunity. Trust me, my herbs are like no other herbs that you'll ever see again. And I'm standing there so confused, trying to process all this. Like, she's really giving me a whole sales pitch, hyping up her herbs, but what is she even actually talking about? Like, herbs as in plants? Or like for cooking? Or natural herbs for skincare? Or is it just drugs? Why you gotta be so vague about, or natural herbs for talking about? Like, herbs as in plants? Or like for cooking? Or natural herbs for skincare? Or is it just drugs? Why you gotta be so vague about the whole thing? So now I'm low-key interested in what exactly it is she's trying to sell me. So I'm like, what do you mean herbs? What types of herbs? You gotta be more specific. And she goes on to tell me how she lives on this reservation and has this entire spot where she grows the herbs herself. The herbs are great, they're the best herbs, and now she wants to sell me some. So she never really answered my original question as to what the herbs were. It sounds like she doesn't even know what they are. She just knows she's got some herbs and she has to sell them. So I literally tell her, we're in front of a grocery store, they got herbs in there right now. And she's like, no, these are special herbs. Me and my brother, we have this spot on the reservation. We got the best herbs. You don't understand. And I'm like, yeah, I really don't understand. I need you to explain. If you're trying to sell me some of that devil's lettuce, just say so. If you're trying to teach me how to cook better, just say so. I honestly could not figure out what was going on here. It's like the more she kept talking, the more reasons I had just to not buy the herbs from her. But this was before I had a job, so I tell her I don't even have money, so even if I actually did want to buy her herbs, I couldn't anyways. And she still doesn't give up. She's like, look, how about you go home, go get some money. While you're getting the money, I'll go back to the reservation, get all the best herbs for you, and we'll meet back here with the herbs in 1 hour. By this point, I'm like, I swear, if I hear you say the word herb one more time, I'm like, lady, I'm really not trying to buy her. And then she interrupts me, and she's like, no, don't worry. We can meet around the back of the store. We don't have to do it in the front. Just meet me around the back in 1 hour. I'm like, the issue is not front of the store versus back of the store. Like, oh yeah, let's just meet in the back. That solves everything. Should have just mentioned that in the beginning. Nah, it's the fact that I don't want to buy your sketchy herbs from a sketchy woman that you made with your sketchy brother on your sketchy reservation. And I don't know how much longer she was going to keep on trying. But luckily, after we were a few minutes into the conversation, my ride pulled up and I was able to just leave. But if it weren't for that, I'm pretty sure she would have continued to try and sell me her special herbs, whatever that means. She probably went on to go harass other random customers walking out of the store to buy her herbs. Whatever the case, do your thing, lady. I hope you ended up getting rich from selling those herbs of yours.
That was funny as fuck. Hell yeah. What we got next? Hey, we got Synfinite.
Have y'all ever been in a Popeyes? I know that was a kind of crazy question, but if you are of black descent, at some point in your life, you either know someone that's went to or you've went to a Popeyes. I mean, shit, Popeyes so popular, even the white homies be going there. It's just a food chain that sells very good fried chicken. You know, your boy Sin, he like Popeyes. I prefer my chicken spicy, but you know, everybody different. The only thing that I can say about Popeyes that need a little bit of help is that goddamn biscuit. I'm not gonna lie, that's a crime against humanity. You eat that biscuit without a beverage, that is like committing suicide. Somebody gonna say that you needed a Hannah Baker letter. There ain't no way that you put that in your mouth with no jelly, no goddamn bev. You out here eating dry Popeyes biscuits? I don't trust you. I ain't gonna lie, when Future had that goddamn Metro tag, if Metro don't trust you, I'ma shoot you. That was me. But about dry ass biscuits, because there ain't no way that you're a human being consuming that. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. What we are here to talk about today is a time in which your boy Sin got in a scrap in Popeyes. You see, Popeyes is like the chain version of Waffle House. when you go to Waffle House, you're probably gonna fight somebody, especially if you're, you know, black and of age. Everybody in there is ignorant. I don't know what it is about Waffle House, but it's ignorant people there. The workers are ignorant. I honestly don't understand it. Maybe it's because we all go there super late and they're tired and they want to go home, and then the people that are there are super drunk and just left the club, so they're under the influence. That's the only conclusion that I can come to. But when it comes to Popeyes, there's no explanation for it. There's just mad ghetto people in Popeyes, especially if you got a Popeyes that's in the hood. How many times am I gonna say Popeyes? That's crazy. But if you got a Popeyes that's in a, you know, ghetto area, good luck, bro. Because if you don't got the hands, you shouldn't even be eating there. Popeyes that are in the hood, you're not even safe to go through the drive-thru. You might go and try to order something and somebody will pop up behind the menu and rob you. That's the type of environment that Popeyes has. And I knew this, but I really wanted chicken this day. So me and my brother decided to get in the car and we went over to Popeyes. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, I really like chicken. It's probably my favorite meat. Pause on that. I mean, salmon is also up there. Question, do y'all say salmon or salmon? Everybody's different. But let me know in the comments below, because I really need to know. But how are y'all gonna tell me in the comments and it's spelled the same? All right, if you say salmon, spell it correctly, right? If you say salmon, I want you to put 2 L's. That's how I know that you're saying salmon, all right? That's the only way that I can think of. I'm getting off track here. So we go to Popeyes, bro. We in the car like this. Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I have been fiending Popeyes all week, bro. We've been in the gym going crazy, getting these goddamn gains. And today, I'm about to gain some chicken. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm about to eat about a 12 piece with 3 biscuits, 2 large size. Bro, can you calm down, son? You about to eat a 12 piece? Lil, bro, why do you sound like Pee-wee? Man, I don't know. You know, Sin only got like 4 voices. He be alternating. But anyways, that's besides the point. I ain't gonna lie, yo, bro. Your boy Vor, he needs some more of that Popeyes. You feel me? Because my stomach gonna eat right now. Nah, that's a fact, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We ain't ate all day. It's like, damn, it's like 6 p.m., bro. I mean, we did wake up at 4 p.m., so it ain't like we've been awake that long, but that's kind of tragic. We get up at 4 p.m., the first meal of the day is Popeyes. Bro, that's some fat ass shit. I ain't gonna lie. So we pull up the Popeyes, bro, and my brother's like, yo, Sin, let's just go in, yo. The line mad long. Like, we might as well just go in. It'll probably be faster. Bro, I don't even think it's gonna be faster, though. I mean, if we go in there, they still gotta cater to the people on the line. And then on top of that, the food might get done like a lot less fast because they're using a lot for the people on the line, bro. Like, man, fuck that shit, man. I do this all the time, bro. Let's just go in. Bro, you don't even have a license. What do you mean you do? So we go into this Popeyes, bro, and it's like, you know, typical shit. I walk in, the floor is dirty, there's crumbs on the tables. It's just a nasty Popeyes, bro, but the food's good, so I'm gonna eat it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This one time, I saw this woman. She brought her Popeyes back and it had roaches in it. And she told them that there were roaches in it when she left. And I'm just like, bro, what? Ain't no way that they gave you Popeyes and that shit had that many roaches in it. If it had maybe 1 bug, I could have bought that. But this shit was infested. Those came from your house. I'm not gonna lie. I looked in that Popeyes box and those roaches had house slippers on, bro. They definitely was at your crib. But I mean, that's besides the point. She turned the Popeyes in and that's when I knew, like, oh yeah, we got the hood spot. This is the hood Popeyes. So we standing in line. I tell my brother I'm about to go to the bathroom real quick. Now I go handle my business. And in the midst of me handling my business in the bathroom, I hear some like talking outside. I hear my brother voice and I'm like, hold on, who the fuck talking to my brother? So I leave, I come back out. My brother's talking to this dude. I approach. I'm like, hold on, what's going on? Yo, what's good? Everything cool? Man, this dude cut in front of me, bro. Talking about, yo, you left the line. So like he getting in line in front of me. Like, you ain't telling me you was holding the line? I did, man. He was just like, fuck it. And just got in front of me and then placed his order anyway. Oh, so this motherfucker. Man, hold on, bro. Hey, yo. That was good. Hey, you cut in front of my brother, bro? I mean, you got out of line, so I got in your spot. Bro, you ain't seen my brother standing here holding my spot, bro? I just told him I was using the bathroom, and I'm pretty sure you was behind us, so you probably heard me. Hey, yo, stop fucking playing with me, bro. Why you being disrespectful? At this point, I'm tight. Not because he cut in front of me, y'all. I'm not that petty, but he was talking heavy to my brother. I don't like anybody talking to my brother. First off, if we out in public, my brother a grown man. I still don't want nobody talking to him. You gotta deal with me, bitch ass nigga. Don't talk to my brother. Yo, Sin, it's cool, bro. It's cool. Nah, it's not cool, bro. It's not cool, bro. Because why is he talking to you, though? Okay. Why he even arguing with you? Like, and at the time, yo, I'm not gonna lie. My little brother wasn't even grown when we was in his Popeyes, bro. He was like 15, bro. So on top of him being my little brother, he's also a minor. I'm not going for that, bro. No, fuck, nigga. The type nigga stand on business. 1-man army versus 50, nigga. I'm like, hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You need to apologize to my brother, though, bro. He a little kid. You cutting in front of him, cussing at him. I ain't apologizing for shit, man. I'm gonna keep it real. The fuck? What you mean? No, you're not keeping it real. You keeping it fake. You fucking, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, say sorry to my brother, dog. Real shit. Say sorry to my brother. Man, I ain't saying nothing. All right, so we got a problem then. At this point, bro, I had a straight nigga moment. I'm not gonna lie. I lost my damn mind, bro. First thing I did, I threw my hands up. I walk outside. I'm like, so come outside then. So come outside then. I'm trying to coerce this nigga to come outside and shit. I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm about to whoop this dude ass, bro. One, I'm tight. You done got me out of character. Now I'm in here yelling at you in a Popeyes, bro.
If you've been in a car accident, don't.
I ain't been in no accident. Ads go so much quicker on this PC. Hell,
Soft ass dude mad as a bitch. So then this soft ass dude come outside, bro, finally. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I say this, bro. The motherfucker had heart. He came outside and straight squared up with me. It was no questions, no ifs, ands, or buts. It wasn't no talk it out, no arguing, none of that. He came out, pulled his pants up. That's the universal sign that we're about to throw hands, by the way. Everybody from the hood, I mean, I don't sag anymore because, like, I'm a grown-ass man. But when I was in the hood, bro, I ain't gonna lie. When I was younger 20s, I was definitely sagging. I'm gonna keep it a band. If you pull your pants up to a nigga in the midst of an argument, oh, it's time to fight. Yeah. And he knew it. You know what I'm saying? He came out, pulled his pants up. I pulled mine up, I backed up, we squared up. And I'm not gonna lie, we scrapped in the fucking Popeyes parking lot. When I tell you I hit this nigga with the driest biscuits of his life, well, I hit that Mickey. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely punished him out there pretty badly. To be fair though, I felt bad because it was a little guy. Like, he wasn't small, but he was littler than me. Like, you know, I'm over 6 foot. This dude is probably like 5'7", 5'8".
Damn.
We not small, but the real problem was his frame. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. He probably was like maybe $140, $150. Like, maybe if he had a 16-ounce bottle of water in his hand, he might have been $151. But my point is, bro, he was a little guy, bro. So I thumped him. I ain't gonna lie. I punished him out there. So after I beat bro up, I'm not gonna lie, it was mad funny. He stand up and he like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. All right, you got it, bro. But yo, I ain't gonna lie though, bro. I ain't have to talk to your brother like that, gang. I ain't gonna lie. That was my fault, bro. Listen, man. Let me pay for your order, bro. Okay. Nah. You good, bro. You don't gotta pay for my order, man. I ain't gonna lie. I just beat you up, bro. You good. That's what I should have said, bro, and been a nice person, but I let that nigga pay for my food. I'm not gonna lie. At the time, I was a shiesty dude. I was trying to get up at any chance possible, bro.
Damn.
I was YSL, bro. Free thug. I'm not gonna hold you. So, bro got beat up and bought me Popeyes, bro, to apologize to my brother, bro. And he's a real nigga for that. You know what I'm saying? A real nigga that got beat up, but he's a real nigga nonetheless. Here's my Popeye story.
Okay, that was a good story.
Here's one thing you need to do before you
Y'all
buy
might not
anything
understand,
online.
but
Don't spend another dime on Amazon
It's been about, how long has it been? 31 minutes? Hell yeah.
until you watch this first.
I don't
What?
like her looking
As you
at me
can tell
that. What's up, Birdie? All right, I'm gonna save that one for the next one. Hell yeah, it's been a wonderful time. It's a little kick, a little test run on this new PC. Hell yeah, love is with it. I'll go on tour April 18th with the music. Gonna be out in the Bay Area. Holla at your boy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hell yeah, we getting the fuck up out of here. I love y'all. That was chill. That was chill.
I'm sorry, no, this is shit that I'm involved in. On deck till there ain't nothing left.